Hello, welcome back to episode 13 of the Chicago White Sox, March to October. First of all, I wanted to say sorry about the delay between this one and the last episode. If you look back at my channel, I've never posted as consistently as I've been posting since MLB 20 came out. So as the saying goes, old habits die hard, and I'm doing my best to try and stay consistent. I'm really enjoying playing this on the channel this year, so that's helping too. But I just ask sometimes, be patient with these coming out. I try and get them out every other day, but obviously sometimes there's some delays. But anyway, let's get into this one. It seems like we have a big game here against another division rival. Get us some more momentum. Our division's been pretty hot lately. We've been hot. We've taken a lot of games lately, but so have the Indians and Twins. They've maintained pretty much a 3-game lead, both of them on me, even though I've went 8-2 in the last 10 games. The last episode was really good. We stamped out our negative momentum and built some pretty good positive momentum. And in this game, they're giving us a lead to work with here, but we are going to be in a bit of a jam with 2 runners on and only 1 out against the Tigers. And I feel like if we lose this one, it's going to be a pretty big snowflake, so this might be a pretty big game here.
The White Sox boast one of the best division records in the league as we approach the trade deadline, but nevertheless find themselves looking up at the division leader.
Well, every season there's at least one division in baseball that sports multiple standout clubs, and there could be 2 wild card spots up for grab in each league to ensure that the worthiest teams will at least get a shot in the postseason. But no team wants to have to go through that 1-game playoff if they can help it. This team is focused on what they'll need to do to earn that divisional championship.
They're saying pretty much exactly what I was saying, that our division has been hot lately. All 3 of the top spots. We got Keuchel in this one. I don't understand. Whenever we come into a game with Keuchel, he's got a pretty big amount of pitches, and he's still got green energy, and pretty close to halfway of green energy too. Alright, we got the bullpen up and going just in case, but I'm going to try and let Keuchel work out of it, at least for the first batter here. And I was thinking, it seems like we only use Keuchel, Rodon, and Montgomery. I actually don't even know. Oh, this might be a double play. We got to turn it fast. Good, we got out of it on 2 pitches. But like I was saying, I don't even think I've gotten a chance to use Lucas Giolito, Gio Gonzalez, or Ronaldo Lopez. I know the CPU kind of likes to flip-flop Gonzalez and Lopez, but I don't even think I've gotten to use either of them when we jump into a game. It's only been Keuchel, Rodon, and Montgomery. And the bullpen, obviously. Another slider, man. This guy really threw 5 sliders in a row in that at-bat, and I draw the walk. 0-1 to Grandal now, and I really got to get going with him. He's probably the one guy on this team that I haven't done anything with. I know I've mentioned Moncada being like a disappointment just because I've been so good with him on Diamond Dynasty, but overall, I think Grandal is the one guy that I personally have had trouble with. But he might be getting something going there with a single over the first baseman's head. We got blistering speed on the bases now. Leury Garcia, that one's going to drop too. 2 cheesy hits this inning along with a walk, and we got the bases loaded with nobody out. Hey, the CPU gets plenty of cheesy hits, so I'll take him when I can on legend difficulty. Oh, I probably should have swung at that. I think I actually had good timing. I don't know why I held up there. Oh, it even said perfect timing. Oh man, why did I not swing? I've never seen it say perfect timing on a check swing. And now a grounder to the shortstop. So we're grounding. Yeah, he didn't beat it out. Grounding into a double play. We scored a run. But man, after seeing a perfect timing on a check swing, it could have been so much more. Alright, Danny, out of the 9 hole. We got 2 outs now, but there's still a runner on third. Let's cash in another run. Oh, he hit that one pretty good, but Danny just doesn't quite have the power to muscle that over the center fielder. We come away with a run that inning, but probably should have been a lot more. And honestly, after working out of that jam and getting an insurance run, Keuchel's put himself in a spot to throw another complete game here. And we get the strikeout on the first batter of the inning. That's a good way to start. Oh, and the base hit to left. I won't hesitate to take Keuchel out if he gets into trouble. But I don't think it's to that point yet. I think if he gets another hit, if he brings that tying run to the plate, then it's time to yank him. And that one could be... No, Danny! Oh, no. That should have been the end of the inning. Danny, what are you doing? Man, and I said if the tying run got to the plate, I'd take out Keuchel. But I feel like he doesn't deserve to be taken out because of an error. This might be a mistake, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it for Keuchel. Giving up a run. Come on, Danny. I thought you were supposed to be the anchor of this team. All right, well, I'm going to bring in Colome. We got to face Miggy here, and even though Miggy is older and not as good attribute-wise, it's still Miggy. He's still a threat. No. Oh, that was a bad pitch. Robert, can you get there? Oh, what's that animation? Oh, no. Where is that throw going? All right, well, now we have to deal with bases loaded and 1 out. Please, this time, Danny. Okay, you can't screw it up twice. Jesus, dude. We shouldn't have given up any runs. That shouldn't have been as stressful. We're facing their closer. They brought in the closer here. Not a safe situation, obviously. Tim Anderson not going to be able to do anything on the first at-bat of the inning. Oh, and a Moncada pop-up. What's new? This reliever's actually really tough to hit. He's got some nasty stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't be swinging at that, but it looked like a strike to me, in all honesty. Jesus, dude. I'm glad the Tigers aren't in contention, because I don't want to have to deal with that guy in a crazy high-leverage situation. We're going to see our new closer here, though. We just acquired him from the Orioles. 24 of 24 in save opportunities, looking to make that 25. It's actually a big acquisition because we were kind of lacking that one closer shutdown guy. Like we had a couple solid bullpen arms, but we were kind of lacking that final boss. And a pop-up to get the first out, assuming Abreu makes the play. He should. Man, former teammates there. Jonathan Scope at the plate put up a really annoying battle, but we get the second out there. 1 to go. And the fastball up gets him swinging. Strike 3 to end the game. Michael Gibbons. I don't know if it's his first save in a Sox uniform, but the first save that we saw, it's only going to be 1 fireball. I think it would have been an extra one if I maintained the shutout, but it's fine. It was more about preventing the snowflakes. So the announcers, they were talking for a while there after the fireball thing popped up. They were kind of rambling on, but they were talking a lot about making trades and being smart about it and big moves. So I have a feeling that with the trade deadline approaching, we've already made some trades, got some solid guys. I have a feeling the game is going to give us a chance to make a big move sometime soon. So we're going to have to see if that happens. Yeah, I think we have everything where we want it in terms of what we want to target and who we want to shop. The only frustrating thing for me, man, I still have it set to where all I want is pitchers, because I think our hitting side of the ball is fine, but I'm just frustrated because this players to shop screen is the only way we can look at how our minor league players are doing, and it's actually the only way we can look at our minor league players at all. But the reason it's frustrating is you can see some of these guys that I want to call up. Nick Madrigal, he's actually not having a great year down in AAA. He's actually not progressing as fast as I would like him to. But he would be nice to get the call, especially after Danny Mendick struggled in the field this last game. But also looking at left field, both Daniel Palka and Nicky Delmonico would be great additions to the bench. I mean, Palka with 23 bombs and a 293 average, Delmonico with a 317 average. You look at Palka, he's got 92 power against lefties. I mean, you look at those hitting numbers, he's almost a lefty version of Eloy Jimenez with a little bit less contact and vision. But the game just doesn't let us call up guys whenever we want. And like, I wish it would, because we'd be seeing Madrigal already. We'd probably see Palka on the bench. But we just got to take what the game gives us. So I think we're good on this screen. I'm going to back out, see what we do in the simulations here. Finally using the fireball. And here it is. I pretty much called it. I pretty much called that we were going to get a big trade opportunity. I mean, we literally just got Michael Gibbons, who is one of, if not the best closing pitcher in the league right now. He's having a great year. I mean, we can just look. He's got no blown saves, a 1.84 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 25 saves, 2-0 record. But then you look at Ken Giles in the same role, and he's so much better attribute-wise. They're the same age. They pretty much have the same pitches. I guess Giles has a two-seam and Gibbons has a changeup. But like I said, they're both 29. They're both B potential. The thing is that Michael Gibbons, it says he's an 84, but he's going up a lot because of morale. His real overall is a 79. You look at Ken Giles, he's an actual 87. And then, of course, you can't forget about Kluber, who is being thrown up here in an offer, but actually, hang on, he's declining fast. Look at that, -5s and 6s across the board. I mean, if he's already down -5 and we're just over halfway through the season, he could get all the way down to like -8, -9 by the end of the year across the board. That won't be good. We also have to look at what's going to be traded away. If we get rid of Giles, we'd be getting rid of this Yasin Uzari. I think that I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name. But if I do turn this March to October into a franchise, which I'm really planning on doing, this guy, he could be pretty good in the future. He probably won't be a starter over Tim Anderson, but he is a V potential. He's relatively young and relatively high in overall. 68 is a pretty good overall for what he's at. And then the other guy we'd have to give up for Giles is Jimmy Cordero. Now this guy, he's not the highest overall, but we do remember that he was in our closer spot for a lot of the year, and he's actually having a good year. I think if we add Claudio, it would just make our bullpen more of a solid bullpen. But if I add Giles, it might move our bullpen up to that next level. So I think I'm actually going to do it. We're going to make another trade. 4th trade of the year. We're going to add another arm to our bullpen. Reluctantly give up 2 pretty good young guys, but I think it's worth it. Closing pitcher from the Toronto Blue Jays, Ken Giles, is joining the squad, and there he is. And we beat the Cubs, the Twins, and it looks like our next key moment is going to be in the middle of a series against the Twins. It's actually big. So let's look at what this pitching roster looks like now. We got Giles in there. I'm going to leave him out of the closer role, honestly. I don't know if that's the best move, because obviously he's got better attributes than Gibbons, but like right now, Gibbons has got that fire emblem next to his name. He's on a hot streak. So I kind of want to leave him there for now. I'll check back in periodically, see if he's getting himself into trouble, and if he is, we'll probably make a move to have Giles be our closer. But it looks like our starters are kind of turning it on too. Montgomery has got his ERA down to 3.65. It was up right near 5 before. Giolito, he's finally starting to do a little bit better. A 4.53 ERA isn't great, but it's better than like the mid-5s that he had for most of this season. So now back on this screen, the Twins and the Indians are still holding us off at the top of the division. I guess we weren't quite as dominant in that short run of simulations there, but we still won more games than we lost, I think. We did move up, I think, a game, maybe a game and a half, though, on the Twins, and we have a series we're playing against them right now. We have this next game that we play, and then 2 after that. So if we can manage to take all 3 of those games, depending on what the Indians do, we might move into that top spot. We're up to 90 projected wins. I think that's the first time we've touched 90. But I think I'm going to go ahead and save this Twins game for the next episode. I feel like if this one was a shorter one, we still did a lot with that trade. And that was a big trade too. Like I said, I think that takes our bullpen up to the next level. Our bullpen was probably one of the weaker spots of this team at the start of the year. We've made 3 moves to improve that bullpen. We've added 3 righties to that pen. And I think now our bullpen could be borderline elite status. But with that being said, I'm going to call this episode here. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button for me and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this March to October. We're past 100 games, only 60 to go. But that is all I have for you guys in this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.